Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. I am going to be looking at this BenQ EW3207U monitor that I received 7 to 10 days ago. I have been playing about with a lot of its functionality, trying to get the best out of the system. And for me personally, this is something that I spend a lot of my time doing, sitting in front of a screen, whether it be editing videos, watching Netflix, or just chilling out with some video games. This is a monitor that can do every single thing that I could possibly want it to. So I'm going to spend some time talking about some of the functions that I really enjoy about this, talking about the quality of some of the images that it really does showcase very well, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit more about this product. This monitor is 31.5 inches and it is a 16:9 ratio. It is of course native 4K, which is 3840 by 2160 resolution. It is a VA panel. It is a colour contrast of 3000 to 1. It runs at 300 nits and it is 4 milliseconds game response time, which is fantastic for gaming. It is HDR10 content supported and it is brightness intelligence plus technology, low blue light technology. This is completely flicker free. Straight out of the box, the monitor comes with several cables that are essential for the use of this thing, to let you use it for the best of its abilities. So let's have a look at some of the connections and some of the cables that this thing uses. There is an HDMI cable, there is a DP to mini DP, and there is a USB Type-C cable included in the box. The main power connection just plugs straight into the back and there is no power bank here to get in the way. On the back there is an HDMI port, a second HDMI port, a DP in port, a USB port and a head jack. Using this monitor and using the functionality that it has couldn't be easier. There are 5 buttons situated just under the bottom right hand side of the controller, and at first I felt it was a little bit clunky, but soon they became rather reliable and intuitive. It was easy to use and I quickly came to learn what they all did and the functionality of them. It's a great addition to the screen and is better than the rather small joysticks that I've had to play with before. Now the screen has a viewing angle of 178 degrees, but as it's primarily used as a monitor, you're pretty much going to be facing on at it all the time. Just now, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm looking at it side on and the image is perfectly fine. There is a small gradient of which the monitor will move up and down to suit whatever's required. But like I said, the monitor is going to situate in one place and very rarely are you ever going to move it. It's just going to be set up for you straight away and that is going to be the way that it sits. And for that purpose, it's perfectly fine. This monitor is HDR ready, which means I am able to watch my Netflix content 4K ultra high definition the way it is meant to be seen. HDR stands for high dynamic range, and that basically means that the blacks are blacker and the brights are brighter, which offers more clarity and more detail in the image. So for me, someone who likes to see the movies in the best possible way that they can possibly be presented, this is ideal for me, and especially as most of Netflix HDR content or most of their original programming is HDR UHD ready, which makes me very happy when it comes to my entertainment. Engaging the HDR couldn't be simpler. This bottom button here, you just press once to activate the panel, again to put on HDR, and once more for brightness intelligence, and that is it. The picture is set. Basically, the brightness intelligence is all about the system, the monitor actually learning about the lightness scale and changing its image brightness specifically due to that. There is a small sensor down here that checks the light temperature that it has, and according to that scale adjusts the brightness, so that makes it far easier on your eyes. This is great technology, especially if you're using the monitor for long periods of time. With the addition of FreeSync, that's allowing us to eliminate broken images, torn images and choppy gameplay, giving us a more concise and better gameplay experience. I spend a lot of my time in front of a screen, whether it be playing video games, watching movies, or editing, or just surfing the web. I spend a lot of time in front of a screen, and the eye care technology and a lot of the other bells and whistles that come with this BenQ monitor have made my life so much easier. Simple things such as the functionality and the bells and whistles that this comes with have really made the product ingrained within me as something that I need to have. It's something that I'm going to use consistently and constantly. Just little things like the user interface, the 5 button controls under the bottom right hand corner have become second nature after only a couple of uses, and it's something that I can easily switch between whatever I want to do. Having the HDR button and the blue light intelligence button is the same thing. Is that simply ingenious? It is easy to turn it on, it's easy to turn it off, and it's a fantastic addition to this monitor. It is tempting, however, to have it on at all times, which I'm going to say you don't want that if you're editing video or if you're editing pictures in any way, shape or form. You want those two things turned off so you get a true image of what it is you're manipulating. Other than that, fantastic. I love playing my games on it. I am loving the Netflix Ultra HD content that I am binge watching. And the fact that this has certain things that look after me, like the eye care technology, just make it a benefit. Like I said, a lot of my life is spent in front of this screen, and having something that's just an absolute dream to watch is just making my work life so much better. I'd love to know if you're going to pick this up or what kind of monitor you have just now. Let me know in the comment box below, and there will also be a link to Amazon where you can go and check out the more detailed specifications of this product, or maybe even pick one up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.